Hey everyone, it's Jordan from Fishkeeping Made Easy, and today I'm back with another aquarium video. So in this video I'm going to talk about why I have my passion for fish keeping again and why going down to one aquarium brought back that passion for fish keeping. Now please watch the whole video before you comment or say anything, because I know some people with loads of tanks will have a different opinion from me, but I also know some people will be in the situation I was once in. I'm just going to be honest about my experience, and I'm trying to give some feedback and advice to new fish keepers. Everyone has different lifestyles and commitments, so one person's experience will be completely different to the next. It's easy to get carried away with a hobby you love, and that's exactly what happened to me. At one point I had 5 aquariums, which isn't a crazy amount to a veteran fish keeper, but to the average person it is. They say too much of a good thing is never a good thing, and that's exactly what I experienced with fish keeping. I thought having multiple tanks and having loads of different fish would be great, which it was at times. It was amazing seeing these fish in person and being able to interact with them, feed them and watch them grow and develop. It was great fun creating the tanks, planning the aquascapes and watching the tanks flourish, but there comes a point where a hobby starts to just turn into a chore. The reality of the maintenance involved was overwhelming and challenging. Just to start with, having to water change 5 different tanks at once, or 1 or 2 almost every day, which again doesn't sound like much to some fish keepers, but I just felt most of my spare time was fixing problems with my fish tanks, cleaning them, testing water, trimming the quick growing plants. Then equipment stops working and needs replaced, live food dying much earlier than expected, live food not being available or delayed deliveries, fish getting sick, spreading it to the whole tank, algae, plants dying or just not growing, and fluctuating water quality. It seemed like every tank had a different issue, and when I fixed one problem another popped up. It really became expensive and stressful, and I really wasn't having fun anymore. Now, I'm not saying having loads of tanks is a bad thing. What's a bad thing is getting a lot of tanks in a small space of time, instead of slowly building up your collection and effectively acclimatising yourself to the increase in maintenance and likelihood of experiencing problems. Going from 1 tank to 5 tanks is a whole different ballgame. Of course, the welfare of the fish was always my top priority, and my high standards were always maintained, but again, this was part of the problem. Everything had to be perfect, so I stressed out about every little thing. I saw a small speck on a fish and I would worry that the whole tank had white spot. A fish randomly dies, I'm testing the water every day looking for a problem that wasn't there. A fish acts a bit weird, I'm googling what it's doing, looking for reasons, going through old message boards all day trying to self-diagnose my fish. I just started looking for problems that didn't exist because I didn't want these issues to travel to my other tanks and all my hard work to go to waste. So when I moved house, I took the decision to cut down on my tanks. I gave the shop I got my piranhas from back because they would be the best place to find a new home for them. I gave my cube tank to my father-in-law and I shut down my nano tanks. I bought a brand new fluval spec and I kept all my marine fish, and to be honest, I haven't had this much fun since I got that big cube tank. Now, the tank's not perfect by any means, but that's okay. I love the 3 fish and the cleanup crew that I have in there. I think when we get passionate about a hobby, we want to go all in, but with fish keeping, it doesn't take much for things to get out of hand. I would recommend people build up their collection slowly, fish by fish and tank by tank. I felt like fish keeping was all or nothing, but now I can enjoy my own tank and other people's tanks and fish. I don't feel like I have to keep every fish I think is cool, and I don't have to create every aquascape idea that I have. So will I get more tanks in the future? Of course I will. I've learned a lot of things from having 5 tanks, and I've learned a lot of things from having 1. But I think I would rather have 1 very large marine tank and 1 very large freshwater tank and keep some peaceful fish in there. So as always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.